Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. The Steelers inside the ropes. Najee Harris already making up for subpar run blocking. On the first completed... Hold on. My apologies. All right. On the first completed running play of infield 11-on-11 drills during Saturday's training camp session, the Pittsburgh Steelers defensive line collapsed the offensive line, and Najee Harris was dropped for a loss of about 3 yards. The following play began similarly, with the defense again getting good penetration as Ben Roethlisberger was handing the ball off to Harris, but this time Harris juke made people miss, broke a Cameron Haywood tackle, beat everyone to the corner, and turned it into a 5-yard gain. It was an example of what kind of difference an elite running back can make for a team that has plenty of questions along its offensive line a year after finishing last in NFL in rushing yards. Later in another 11-on-11 session, Harris had a gain of at least 25 yards. He later claimed he would have scored, but this time it was made by well-executed blocking by the line that was unbalanced to the left. Harris hit the hole and accelerated. That play aside, the offensive line did not have its best practice, it should be noted, though that it was without several regulars, starting tackle Zach Banner and Chuck's Okorafor continued to be absent from team drills, and veteran interior lineman Trace Turner and B.J. Feeney also did not practice Saturday on the play that followed the 2 early snaps in which Harris had to face multiple defenders in the backfield. Benny Snell was similarly under siege. Harris' day wasn't perfect. He dropped 2 passes in team drills, one at the end of practice. Officials were on hand again and throwing flags even at times during individual drills. After a sluggish start over the first 4 camp practices at Heinz Field and the 7 shots 2-point conversion simulation drill, the defense is beginning to flex its muscles. So, let's see. Saturday, it held on the first 5 snaps, although a caveat is that Roethlisberger did not participate. The only scores were on the final 2 snaps when Josh Dobbs hit running back Kalen Ballage for touchdowns, Chase Claypool from Mason Rudolph, and Deontay Johnson from Dwayne Haskins dropped would-be scores. Joe Hayden broke up a pass from Rudolph to Juju Smith-Schuster, and in rarity, that couldn't happen during the game. Haskins was both sacked and threw an interception on the same play. James Pierre returned the ball all the way to the other end zone. Sacks, of course, are not completed fully during practice, but Jameer Jones was right up on Haskins but let up before he threw. The offense fared better in the 2-minute drill simulation and that ended practice. Both first and second teamers scored. Roethlisberger avoided a sack to hit a streaking Johnson along the back of the end zone, and McFarland caught a well-designed delayed screen to score while Haskins directed the second team. The big plays, respectively, from the first and second teams in the 2-minute drills were a Johnson catch of more than 30 yards down the left sideline and a Ray McLeod catch and a run of more than 15 yards. As captain of their respective units, Roethlisberger and Hayward playfully take the competition seriously. After McFarland scored and as the horn sounded to end practice, Roethlisberger celebrated in part by playfully kicking Hayward's helmet as it lied on the ground in front of him. The prettiest 11-on-11 offensive play design of the day that was executed well was a Trey Edmonds touchdown on a play in which he initially was lined up as a halfback to the left but motioned back to the right. He ultimately was the target of delayed throw. The motion and unbalanced line were good examples of Matt Canada style offense. Tight end Zach Gentry has had a strong camp and he shined in a one-on-one blocking drill between tight ends and linebackers Saturday. But he also blatantly dropped the Haskins thrown ball right into his hands/chest that rookie cornerback Shakur Brown was the beneficiary of for an interception. Tight ends coach Alfredo Roberts was particularly animated and involved in his unit's blocking drill. stopping to teach his pupils after nearly every rep. About 20 yards away while that was going on, another blocking drill was taking place between wide receivers and defensive backs. Claypool had a celebration akin to scoring a regular season touchdown when he had point manhandled Justin Lane to the ground. So basically, it really was about nothing. They were talking about the inside of the camp, how guys are faring. The Steelers are going to be straight, but I just don't trust Roethlisberger. I think they should have got rid of him 3 or 4 years ago, maybe 5 at tops. So, but Najee Harris is a great addition to their team. I hope they don't mess that up. I hope they give him the touches and give him the ball when he needs it, because he will be dangerous. He'll create lanes, and then he could block, he could catch, he could run through the tackles, outside the tackles. The guy's a complete running back. And if nobody sees that, then that's on them. So it's North Carolina, not North Carolina, but the game I don't forgot my train of thought, but basically the Steelers, they're coming into this year to me as behind the 8 ball. They're not the favorite. The Browns are the favorite in that division, and they're going to have to show if they're ready. But Najee Harris will take the pressure off of Big Ben. If Big Ben runs the ball more, sort of do like what Peyton Manning did his last year for the Broncos when he won his Super Bowl, manage the game, don't overdo it, take your time. Thank you for listening. Like, comment, subscribe, share this. Hit the notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. And if you love what you hear, you can donate to the page by Cash Apping me at the word welcome, the number 2, and an HDIITV. Thank you for listening, and we are out. Deezy.